How we doing, guys? Welcome to the next installment of our playthroughs. I'm Bill, and we're here at the Game Table Cafe, and we're going to do the playthrough of King of Tokyo. So King of Tokyo is a nifty little game where you are one of these gigantic monsters like King Kong or Godzilla, and you are trying to be the King of Tokyo. And therefore, you are going to fight each other and see who can do the most damage. And there's two ways to win. You can either win by being the last person who has any health. In other words, you can beat your opponents to death. Or you can win by being the first person to have 20 victory points. And you gain victory points by taking over the city, being in the city, and by dice rolls. Now, the dice rolls in this game are very much like the mechanics of Yahtzee. We're going to roll some dice. We're going to get to keep whatever. We're going to be able to take whatever, and then we're going to get to re-roll up to 3 times. So with that, I would like to take a moment to introduce our players. So player 1 is playing the Space Penguin, and that's Mark. Now, at this point, we're doing a little bit of testing. So, Mark, can someone? Yeah, that's fine. Can you hear me through the? Can you hear me through the Discord? Mark, do you hear me through the Discord? Mark, can you hear me through the Discord? Am I coming through on your headphones? Okay. So then player 2 is Ian, and Ian, you'll be playing the Kraken. All right. So the Kraken. So, and player 3 is Nick, and Nick is playing the Gigazar. Cool. All right, and I'm going to play Cyber Kitty. I was really hoping to play Cyber Kitty. So with that, I believe that we'll start. All right, and then can somebody on YouTube tell me if they can hear the people on Discord? Do they hear the audio of Discord at the same time? Any kind of text message back would be greatly helpful. So while I'm learning that, you're able to pull up the chat and see if anybody says anything.
No one has said anything.
No one has said anything? Okay, well, there is a minute lag. So what's going to happen is I'm a little short.
Only you. What?
All right, so they can hear me because of the mic. They can't hear the other people. All right, so what's going to happen is I think that we're going to have to work on the sound a little bit. So I'm going to try to be as interactive and as exciting as I can be all by myself with my own little voice. So,
Nicholas says, yeah, we ain't coming through.
Okay, so I'm not sure how to fix that at this point, but we'll work on that for next time. Actually, I think I know how to fix that, but I can't do it from here in front of the camera. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to roll the dice, and we're going to start with Space Penguin. And when I roll the dice, I'm going to roll into this little tray here, and then I'm going to move the dice as they roll up over here into the side because I know that that can be seen. And a little quick reminder of the rules. Hearts mean that you can gain health. claws mean that you lose health, and the lightning bolts mean you gain little energy cubes, which are right over here. I can kind of show you what one of them looks like. And you use these to purchase special powers like the ones down here. And so right now the 3 special powers I have visible, for 3 energy cubes, I have Complete Destruction. And that says if you roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a heart, a claw, and a lightning bolt, you gain 9 victory points. Now remember, the goal is to get to 20. So if you can do that twice, you're almost there. All right, the second card I have is Jets. Now, I guess I have to explain a little bit before I explain Jets. So when you take the city can never be unoccupied. You always have to have someone in the city. So right now, because Mark is the first player, he is currently in the city. Now, Mark gets this fantastic advantage. He is already winning. Because when someone enters the city, they gain a victory point. So Mark has 1 victory point. Now, the upside of being in the city is that at the beginning of your next turn, if you're still in the city, you gain 2 more victory points. The other advantage of being in the city is if you roll a claw, then you're going to hurt everyone that's not in the city. The disadvantage of being in the city is that if you roll hearts, they're useless to you because you cannot heal in the city. Then we have the lightning bolts I've already explained. All right, so Mark is in the city. If Mark cannot leave the city, the Space Penguin cannot leave the city until someone damages the Space Penguin. Now, if someone can purchase Jets, the special ability of Jets says if you don't lose hearts, you don't lose health if you decide to yield Tokyo. In other words, if Mark does not have Jets, the Space Penguin does not have Jets, and someone hurts him, Space Penguin can say, you know what, I'm leaving the city, someone else can take over. But Space Penguin is still going to get that damage. Jets says, if you yield the city, then you don't get that damage. And the last special card is called Nova Breath. It says your attacks affect every other monster. Now that's whether you're in the city or not in the city. So if Kraken, who's outside of the city over here, has Nova Breath and he rolls damage, everybody's going to take damage. Normally it's just Space Penguin who is currently in the city. All right, so those are the special cards that we have right now. And the other thing I want to remind people about is we have numbers on some of these dice. So I have 1s. And it's kind of like Yahtzee in that you have to have at least 3 of a kind in order to make it worth anything. 3 1s is going to give you 1 victory point. A 4th 1 is going to give you 2 victory points. 1 point for the first 3, and then a 2nd point for the second 1. And then, of course, you have 3 victory points, and then finally 4 victory points if you roll nothing but 6 1s. 2s work the same way in that the first 3 2s are needed to get 2 victory points. The 4th 2 is only worth 1 additional victory point. The 5th 2 is worth 3, so this is 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points for rolling 2s. Finally, is 3s. If you roll 3 3s, that's 3 victory points. A 4th 3 is worth a 4th victory point. 5th 3 is worth a 5th victory point, and a 6th 3 is worth 6. So 6 3s gives you 6 victory points. It's the most you can do in a roll unless you have a special ability like Complete Destruction. All right, at this point in time, I'm going to roll the dice, and it's going to be Mark's turn because he is in the city and he is player 1. He currently has no energy cubes. He has 1 victory point and 10 health, and he is in the city. Okay, so Mark, you currently have a 1, a 2, a 3, a health, and 2 smash. So what do you think you want to do? think we have a little bit of lag. I think Mark's joining us through YouTube itself. I know Mark's there. We're working on it. There we are, Mark. All right. So do you see your dice rolls here? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, heart, and 2 smash. What would you like to keep, and what would you like to re-roll? Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So you have a 3rd claw, you have 2 energy, and you have a 3. Okay. This is your last roll. Oh, you got a 4th claw. All right, so that means that Ian, who's playing the Kraken, is down to 6 health out of 10. Nick is also down to 6 health out of 10. And I am down to 6 health out of 10. Which means that I don't know about anybody else, but I am probably going to be really making sure to damage Mark as much as possible because he did a lot of damage. Now, the other thing that Mark did was he got 2 energy cubes, so I'm going to take those here. I'm going to put them with Mark's space. All right, Mark. All right, Mark, you have 2 energy cubes, and the only thing you can do with 2 energy cubes is wipe the board, wipe the special power cards off the board, and put 3 new ones out. Would you like to do that? Okay, good. Then in that case, we're going to go on to Ian. Ian, we're going to roll the dice for you. All right, so Ian, can you hear me? Okay, so Ian, you have 3 hearts, 2 threes, and a smash. Oh, okay, that's a good choice. Okay, you got it. All right, so you have a 1 and 2 energy. One more roll. You got it. Oh, you got a 3. It's kind of useless for you, but you did get 3 health, and you do get 2 energy cubes. All right. Okay, there you go. And Nick, you ready? All right. Nick is the Gigazar. All right, so Nick, you have 2 hearts. You have, oh, I'm sorry, 3 hearts, 1 smash, a 2, and a 3. You'll roll the hearts? Okay. So, Nick's absolutely ignoring any safety for himself. All right, so Nick, you have 1 heart, 2 threes, and 2 ones, and the original smash. Sorry. You'll take the heart, roll the rest. You want the smash still? No, you don't want the smash. Okay. Last roll. All right, you got 2 more hearts, so a total of 3 hearts. And then you have 2 ones and a 2, which amounts to not much. So you do get 3 health out of it. All right, so now it is my turn. I am going to try to get Space Penguin out of the city. So I have 1 smash and 2 energy, and I have 2 1s and a 3. I'm gonna re-roll those. I have another 1, a 2, and a 3rd energy. I'm going to re-roll 2 more. And ooh, I have a 4th energy and I have a 3. Alright. So Mark, you're gonna take 1 point of damage. At this point in time, do you yield Tokyo City? No, okay, I didn't think so. Not a whole lot happened to you there. I do get 4 energy cubes, so I have these here. And the 3 is useless to me, so we're back to Mark. Now, Mark, you're starting your turn in Tokyo City, so you get 2 more victory points. So you have 9 health, 3 victory points, 2 energy cubes. Wow. This is going to be one of the shortest games of King of Tokyo ever. So, Mark, you have 4 more smash, 1 heart, and a 3. Now, the heart's useless because you're in the city. Okay. That's what I would have done. All right, you have a 5th smash and a 1. Okay. I could be out of the game on this roll. I am not. But I am down to 1 health because there are 5 smash, and Mark gets a 3rd energy cube. All right, Mark, do you want to purchase Complete Destruction, or would you like to wipe the board? Yes, you can save, absolutely. Okay, you got it. So we're going to put these 3 energy cubes back, and we're going to put Complete Destruction with Mark. So at this point in time, if Mark rolls a 1, 2, 3, a heart, a claw, and a lightning bolt, he will gain 9 victory points. So I guess he's hedging his bets and trying to make sure that he's going to win whether he's the last monster standing or gets victory points first. Now, I haven't adjusted anybody else. They also got 4 damage, so that means that Ian, the Kraken, is down to 4 life, and Nick is down to 4 life. All right, so at this point in time, we're going to move on to Ian. All right, Ian, what do we got here for you? I have 3 1s, 2 smash, and a lightning bolt for energy. What would you like? You got it. Yeah, at this point in time, victory points are not going to mean a whole lot if we're all dead. You have a health, a 2, a 3, and a lightning bolt. Keep the health. You want to keep the smash too? Okay. So here comes 3 more. All right, you have a 2nd health, and you got 2 3s, which unfortunately don't mean a whole lot. So you gain 2 health back, so you're up to 6. Mark, you took 2 damage. You are down to 7. Do you yield the city of Tokyo? Okay. You're going to stay in for that? All right. Sounds good, Mark. All right. At this point in time, I forgot to do something. So real quick, Mark bought Complete Destruction, so I have to replace that card. And so I'm going to replace it with another card that's called Regeneration. I'm going to read it to you real quick. It says, when you gain health, gain an extra health. So if you roll 3 hearts, you're going to gain a 4th one. And that costs 4 energy cubes to get. So there's that. All right, so Ian, Mark's not relieving the city. You gain no energy cubes. All you can do is wipe the board of cards if you want. Okay, so we're going to go on to Nick. All right, Nick, so we got 2 lightning bolts, 2 health, a 2, and a 3. All All right, you got it. All right, you have a third health, an energy, and a 2 and a 3 again. All right, so we're going to reroll the 2 and the 3. All right, I'm sorry, you only got a 1 and a 3, so not much for you there. You got 3 life back, so you're up to 7. And you did gain 1 energy cube. So, no damage was done to Space Penguin, so he does not have to yield the city. So that means it is my turn. Okay, at this point nobody hurts you, so you don't get a choice. It's okay. All right, so there are 3 energy here, a smash, and 2 2s. I'm going to roll the 2 2s. I got a 3 and a 1. That doesn't do me a lot of good either, so I'm going to re-roll those 2. And I got a health and a 4th energy. All right, so Space Penguin, Mark, you get another damage. You're down to 6. Do you yield the city? Okay, so at this point in time, Space Penguin is going to stay in. I do gain a health, so I'm up to a whopping 2. I do get 4 energy, so I get 4 energy, and that means that I can actually purchase Nova Breath here. So I am going to do that. I am going to pay 7 energy back, and I'm going to take Nova Breath. And Nova Breath says, again, is if I roll a smash, everybody is going to take that smash damage, not just the person in the city. So I might be making a target of myself for my fellow players, but I have to do what I need to do to at least try to win. All right, and now I'm replacing that card. That card is being replaced by something called Frenzy. Frenzy says take another turn after this one, and it costs 7 energy. Now, it does say discard at the bottom, which means it's just a one-time use card as opposed to these other ones, which are keep cards. Okay, with that, I release my turn, so it is back to you, Mark.
Bill, Ian is asking you to slow down just a bit so they can look at the dice.
Okay, we're going to roll them bones. I'm going to try to slow down just a little bit. People are saying that I'm going a little too fast, so... Alright, so Mark, Space Penguin has 3 energy, a 2, and 2 3s. Doesn't really work well with your complete destruction of a 1, a 2, a 3, a heart, a smash, and an electric. Oh, I love it when I'm right.
You can re-roll twice, right?
Yes, your roll was 2 3s, a 2, and 2 lightning bolts. Yes. Correct. Oh wait, while you're thinking, I forgot. You started your turn in the city of Tokyo. Therefore, you get 2 more victory points. So you're at 5 victory points now and 6 health. Yep, 15 more to go. Yep. That's right, a partridge in a pear tree. I have to try to remember that the people on YouTube can't hear the people that are in my ear right now. So, all right, we're going to re-roll the 2. I'm sorry, Mark, but you got another 2 back. All right, we're going to re-roll the second 2 again. Oh, you got a heart, but you're in the city of Tokyo. It doesn't do you any good. 3 energy. That gives you a total of 3 energy. Would you like to do anything with that energy, or... Nope, you can wipe the board, but other than that, you can just sit on it and wait. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to Ian. We're going to re-roll the dice. All right, Ian. you have 2 hearts, you have 3 ones, and you have a 3. So you have 2 hearts. Go ahead. You got it. I'm going to keep the hearts and re-roll everything else. He's all hearts. That's right. So 4 hearts, a 3, and a smash. You're going to keep the smash? Are you going to... Okay. And then the 3. All right, we're going to re-roll the 3. And unfortunately, you got a 1. So you did gain 4 health. You are actually back at maximum health of 10. And Mark, the Space Penguin, is down to 5 health. So, Mark, do you yield the city of Tokyo? All right, he's going to stay in. All right, so we're on to Nick, the Gigazar. Oh, wait, before that, I do want to make sure I give Ian the option to wipe the power-up cards off if you want to. 2, just enough to wipe the board. All right, so we're going to spend the 2 energy, and he wants to wipe the board clean, so we're going to get rid of these. And 3 new cards. So the first card is Eater of the Dead. It says gain 3 victory points every time a monster's heart goes to 0. So there is that card, and it costs 4 energy for that. The second is called Gas Refinery. It is a one-time use card. You gain 2 victory points, and all other monsters lose 3 health. And that one costs 6. So that's a pretty good one if you're going to do a lot of damage to a lot of other people. And the last one is called Armor Plating. It costs 4 energy. It's a keeper, and when you lose exactly 1 health, you don't lose any. So if you can manage to keep your health loss to 1, if you have armor plating, you actually don't lose any. And that, if you lose 2 health, you're going to lose 2 health. No, it doesn't reduce it. It just says if you're only going to lose 1, then you lose none. All right. So at this point in time, we're going to go to Nick. All right, Nick, you've got 3 ones, 1 heart, and 2 energy. I'm sorry, you have 7 life and you have 0 victory points. 1 currently. You do have 3 ones, and 3 ones are worth a single victory point. Okay. Keep the 3 ones and roll the rest. And you have a 4th one that's going to give you a 2nd victory point, and you have 2 energy. You're going to hold on to all of that? All right, so you get 2 victory points out of that. Oh, Space Penguin, he's catching up to you now. All right, and you do... Oh, no! You get 2 energy cubes. All right. So he does have a total of 3 energy cubes. So, Nick, you can wipe the board again, or you can sit on the energy cubes and wait. Okay. He's going to hold on to them, so it's my turn. I am going to roll my dice, and maybe I can do 5 damage and completely eliminate the Space Penguin. So, no, but I did roll a lot of hearts. I get 1, 2, 3 hearts, and an energy. I also got 2 ones, but I'm going to re-roll those 2 ones. So, I'm going to re-roll those. And I got a 2 and a 3, which is useless. So I'm going to re-roll one more time. And, oh, I got a claw and a 1. So that's my last roll. So even if I wanted to change it, I can't change anything. And because I have Nova Breath, that means everybody's going to take 1 point of damage because of my smash. So that means Space Penguin's down to... Except me. Everyone but me. That means Space Penguin's down to 4. The Kraken, that's Ian, goes down to 9. And Gigazar, that's Nick, goes down to 6. I gain 3 health, so I'm up to a whopping 5, which means I have the least amount. I'm tied with Space Penguin for the least amount of health, I believe. And I have 5 and you have 4. I'm sorry, excuse me. So I don't have the least amount of health for the first time in I don't know how long. I did gain an energy cube, which doesn't do me a lot of good. I don't plan on wiping the board. But Mark, at this point in time, do you want to yield Tokyo City? You're going to stay in? Okay, you know that your turn's next, so you're going to get 2 more victory points at least. All right, so Mark does not yield the city. My turn is over, so because it is now the start of Mark's turn, Space Penguin gets 2 more victory points. That means he has 7 victory points and 4 health and 3 energy cubes. He also still has the complete destruction power up. All right, Mark, I'm going to roll the dice for you. And away we go. All right, so I have 2 2s, 2 1s, a 3, and a heart. Now the heart's useless because you're in the city, and everything else is worthless unless you get more of the same thing. All right? We're going to re-roll everything else. We're going to keep the 2s and re-roll everything else. Okay, so re-rolling the 4 other dice. Well, let's see. You have a heart again. You have a smash, and now you have 2 3s. So you have 2 3s, 2 2s, a heart, and a smash. We're going to keep the 3s and the smash. Okay. All right, so we're going to re-roll the heart and the 2 2s. All right, and last roll. Oh, you got a third 3. You got an energy boost, and you got a 2, which isn't worth a whole lot, but you did get 3 victory points out of that. So you are halfway to winning on victory points. You have 10 victory points and 4 health, but you also gained an energy cube. You now have 4 energy cubes. You can, if you want, purchase armor plating or wipe the board or sit on the energy cubes and wait. What would you like to do? Eater of the Dead also costs 4. I'm sorry, from my angle, the arm of Gigazar was in the way. I didn't see it. It is also 4, and at this point in time, I think it's a good buy. Right, and okay. All right, so Mark really likes the gas refinery. He's going to hang on to the 4 energy and hope to get it by next time. All right, that means we're on to you, Ian. So, Ian, you have 0 victory points, but we have 9 life for you. You have no... What? If he gets 4 claws, Mark, the Space Penguin is in a lot of trouble. But he did not. He rolled 2 1s, 2 3s, a 2, and a lightning bolt. Roll them all again. He's like, I don't like any of that. I don't like any of that. Do it again. Oh, we got 3 claws, a 1, a 2, and a 3. All right, so he's going to keep the claws. He's going to hope for the killing shot right here. All right, so here we go. There's the 4th claw. I'm so sorry, but Mark, you are out of the game. Space Penguin has died. I apologize, Mark, but thank you so much for playing. All right, so that means that Space Penguin has to leave Tokyo City. And as I said in the beginning of the game, Tokyo City can never be empty. That means that the Kraken must move into Tokyo City. All right, so that is correct. Space Penguin has left the board completely. And Kraken, because you moved into the city, you have gotten a victory point. So you are at 1 victory point and 9 health. You are looking fairly good at this point in time. So you can't purchase anything with your energy because you don't have any energy. So I guess at this point it's going to be Nick's turn. So you ready, Nick? All right. So Nick, you have a heart. You have a 3. You have 2 2s. You have a smash. And you have an energy. Smash and the 2 2s. So you're going to reroll the 3, the heart, and the energy. All right. So here we go. Oh, you got that third 2. You got that energy back, and now you have a 3 as well. So we have 3 2s. We have an energy, a smash, and a 3. All right, so we're going to reroll the energy, the smash, and the 3. Going to keep the 2s. So here we go. You got a fourth 2. You also got a 1 and a 3, which by themselves doesn't do a whole lot. But you did gain 3 victory points out of it. 2 for the very first 3, and then an extra 1 for having the fourth 2. So you gain 3, so you're up to 5 victory points. All right. You still have 3 energy cubes if you want to wipe the board. Are you interested? All right. So that means it is my turn. He's going to wait, and so I have Cyber Kitty. I still have 5 life, woo, and 0 victory points, woohoo! So here we go. I have 1 smash. I have 3 2s. This could be the first victory points I have of the entire game, and I have a health, and I have a 1. Wow. I think I'm going to re-roll the 2s and the 1. Right now, victory points don't mean a whole lot to me. The person in the lead with victory points is Nick with 5, which isn't that far ahead. I do need health, and I don't mind smashing other people. So I'm going to reroll those, and I got I got 3 smash altogether. I have a health, a 3, and a 1. So I am going to keep the smash and the health. I'm going to reroll the 3 and the 1. And away we go. I got a 4th smash, and I also got a 3, which doesn't do a whole lot. So I'm going to do 4 points of damage to both Nick and Ian. The Kraken takes 4 because he is in the city, so he is down to 5 health with 1 victory point. Gigazar, Nick takes 4 points because I have Nova Breath, and my damage affects everybody. So you are down to 2, I believe. Correct, Nick? And I gain 1 health back. That puts me at 6. All right. So you have taken damage, and Ian, does the Kraken yield the city? You're down to 5 health and have 1 victory point. Not yet. You're not going to yield the city. Okay. I have only 2. You are up next, Ian. Therefore, you are going to get the victory points for being in the city at the beginning of your turn. I only have 2 energy cubes. I can't spend them, so I will end my turn. And that means that, Ian, you are now up to 3 victory points with 5 health, and I'm going to roll those dice for you. All right, Ian, we've got a 2, a 1, 2 3s, a smash, and an energy. So you have a 1. Go ahead. Keeping the 3s and the smash, and rolling the rest. All right, so we're keeping the 3s and the smash. So here we go. All right, you got a 2nd smash, health, which you can't use because you're in the city, and you have a useless 2. All right, we're going to roll the health into 2. You're going to hope for a 3, a smash, or maybe 2 of them. Well, you got neither. You got 2 energy out of that. So you got 2 smash. Oh, I'm afraid that your son, Nick, is dead. Gigazar is out of the game. Oh, no. So it's down to you and me, Kraken. You also gain 2 energy cubes. So you have 2 energy. All you can do is wipe the board. Are you interested in doing that at this point?
You take 2 damage.
And I have to take 2 damage. I almost forgot.
That's okay, though.
Thank you. All right, and at this point, I am currently at 4 health. I am at 4 health to your 5.
No problem.
I have 0 victory points to your 3. So this is what I think they call in the traditional terms a slug match. So I am going to roll at this point in time, and I'm going to hope for 5 claws. I have no claws, but I did get 2 health out of that. I got 2 health. I can get 2 energy out of that. I have a 2 and a 3. Now, the 2 and a 3 aren't going to do me a whole lot of good. The energy I might be able to purchase something with that might keep me alive a little bit longer. So I am going to roll the 2 and the 3 again. And I got a 1 and a 3. Again, not terribly useful. So I get one more try here. And, oh, look at that. I got 2 smash. That means that you take 2 damage. You're down to 3 there, Ian. The Kraken is down to 3, but still has 3 victory points. I gained 2 health. I'm up to 6. And I gained 2 energy cubes. So I have 4 energy cubes. Now, at this point in time, before I can purchase anything, Kraken, are you going to yield the city of Tokyo? You're going to yield the city. Okay, so the Kraken comes out of the city of Tokyo, and Cyber Kitty gets to go into the city. I get my first victory point. I feel happy just knowing I got a victory point out of this whole game. So, at this point in time, I have 4, and I think I'm going to spend those 4 on armor plate. So right now, the Nova Breath does me no good because there's only one opponent. But the armor plating might help keep me alive a little bit longer. All right, so at this point in time, my turn is over, and it's back to the Kraken. So I will roll for you. All right, well, Ian, the Kraken has 3 1s, 2 3s, and an energy cube. What would you like to do? Keep the 3s, and we're going to roll the rest. Okay. He's hoping. I think he's hoping to damage me or beat me to the 20 victory points, one or the other. All right. Well, you did get that third 3. You did gain a heart, a smash, and a 1. All right. So we're going to keep the smash and the 3s. We're going to roll the 1 and the heart. All right. So here we go. Oh, you gained a second smash, and you have a 1. I believe that is your third roll. All right. So I take 2 damage. That puts me at 4, and you gain 3 victory points. So you're at 6 victory points now. So you have 6 victory points, 3 health, and 2 energy cubes. Oh, I never replaced the card that I purchased earlier. Let me do that right now. So this says Rooting for the Underdog. It is a keep card, and it says at the end of a turn, if you have the fewest victory points, you gain a victory point, and it costs 3 energy. That seems like a really nice card at this point in the game, and I have no energy cubes. Okay. You do have 2 energy, Ian. Unfortunately, that's not enough to purchase it, but you could wipe the board if you want to. Okay, he's going to be defensive. He's going to wipe the board clean, because if this is becoming a race for victory points, he doesn't want anybody to have an advantage. So the first card is called Alien Origin. It is a keep card. And if you have an Alien Origin, buying power cards costs you 1 less energy. The second card to be replaced is the Background Dweller. It costs 4 energy, and it's also a keep card. And it says you can always re-roll any 3 you have. So I guess if at any point in time you use up your 3 rolls, if you happen to roll a 3 on your third roll, you can still re-roll them because that's what this ability allows you to do. And then I have a discard card, a one-time use card. It costs 6 energy, and it's called Nuclear Power Plant. It just automatically gives you 2 victory points and 3 health. So up to you whether or not that's worth it. All right, at this point in time,
Are you going to yield?
I am not going to yield the city. I'm going to risk it and hope that I can do 3 damage to Ian, or at least he doesn't do 4 damage to me next turn. So I begin my turn in the city, so I am up to a whopping 3 victory points. This is close, 3 victory points to Ian's 6 victory points. I have 4 health. He has 3 health. It is coming down to the wire, folks. So I'm going to re-roll the dice for myself. Cyber Kitty hopefully is going to take the crown of King of Tokyo. I'm a little biased in case you can't tell. Wow, I got 4 2s. I got a 3 and a heart. Now the heart's useless because I'm in the city. And the 3 is useless by itself. So I'm going to re-roll the heart and the 3. I gained another heart and an energy. I'll keep the energy, but I will re-roll the heart because, like I said, I'm in the city. I can't use it. And I got that heart again, so it's useless to me. So I do gain 3 victory points. 2 for the first 3, and then a third one for the bonus. So I'm up to 6 victory points now, and I gained an energy out of all of that. And you did survive the round, Kraken. So it's now your turn. So we're going to roll the dice for you. All right, so you have a smash. You have 2 3s. You have a 1. You have a heart. And you have an energy. Keeping the smash and the 2 3s. Okay. We're going to re-roll the rest. You have a second smash now. You have a third 3. And you have a heart. You're going to keep it as it is. All right, so I'm going to take 2 damage. I am down to 2 health. Oh, I am going to yield the city. I'm going to come out, and I'm going to allow Kraken to go in. That means that he gets another victory point, up to 7 now. Before he goes into the city, he did gain a health. And on top of that, he gets 3 more victory points because of the 3 3s he rolls. So he is now up to 10 victory points. Maybe that was not a smart idea for me to yield the city quite so fast. All right, well, he doesn't get any energy, so he can't purchase anything. He can't wipe the board. So now it is my turn, and I will roll my dice. Well, I did gain 3 hearts. This is becoming a slugfest. I also got a smash out of that, an energy, and a 2. I am going to re-roll the 2. I'm going to keep the energy. I'm going to keep the health because I can get it now that I'm outside the city. I got a 3 on my second roll. I'm going to roll one more time. And I got a 2 on the third roll. It's useless to me. But I do gain 3 health back. I'm back up to 5. And Kraken, you are down to 3 health. Do you yield Tokyo? He yields the city. Woo! So I go back in. That gives me a victory point for taking the city. I also got 1 energy cube. So I currently have 2. I'm not going to do anything with them. So it is now Ian, Kraken's turn. So we have nothing else to do but roll the dice for you, Ian, and see where it goes. All right, let's see. We have 2 health. We have a smash. We have an energy, a 3, and a 2. So a 2, a 3, a smash. Keep the 2 health. Go ahead. Keep the smash. And roll the rest. So we got 2 health and a smash, and we're rolling the others. All right, your second roll, you got 2 3s and a health. So you have 3 health, a smash, and 2 3s at this point. Keep the health, roll the rest. You want me to roll the 1 smash you saved last time? Keep the smash. All right, so we're going to roll the 2 3s. All right, so this is your last roll. Oh, you got a 4th health, but you also rolled a 1, so the 1's useless. But you did gain 4 health out of all that. Darn it. So you have 10 victory points, 7 health, and you did 1 point of smash. However, I am armor plated, therefore I take no damage this turn. So you have no energy cube, so you can't purchase anything. So that means it's my turn. I am in the city, so I get 2 victory points. So I am up to 10 victory points as well, and I still have 5 health. So let's roll and see what I can come up with. All right, so I have 3 smash, 2 2s, and a 1. I am obviously going to keep the smashes, and I'm going to re-roll the 2s and the 1. Oh, I have 5 smashes, and I have a 2. I'm going to re-roll that 2. Maybe I can get a 6th smash. You have 7, Ian, so you're not out of it yet, even if I get this one. Nope, I rolled a 1. But you did take 5 points of damage, Ian, so you're down to 2. And I'm going to sit on the 2 energy cubes I have and let it go back to you. So you have 10 victory points and 2 health. We're going to roll for you. All right, Ian? All right. Okay, so I have 2 energy, 2 1s, a 2, and a heart. Reroll everything. He doesn't like any of it. All right. All right, you have 2 health, a smash, a 1, a 3, and an energy. Keeping the hearts and the smash, and we're rolling the rest. All right, this is your last roll. Oh, you got a second smash. So my armor plating is not going to work this turn, but you also got a 2 and a 3. So you are going to gain 2 health out of that, so you're up to 4 health. I am going to take 2 points of damage. And it is close. I am going to yield the city. I'm going to leave the city, and the Kraken gets to move in. He now has 11 victory points and 4 health. All right, you have no energy to spend, so I guess it now becomes my turn. I yield the city, so all I can do is roll the dice. Okay, I got 2 smash, 2 energy, a 1, and a 3. I am going to keep the smash, and I'm going to keep the energy. Ooh, I got a health and a smash, and I'm going to keep it right there. So I did 3 points of damage to the Kraken. You are down to 1 health, Ian. And I gained 1 health back. I'm at 4, and I gained 2 energy out of that, so I gained 4 energy. So, Ian, with 1 health and 11 victory points, do you yield Tokyo City? Yes, he does. Okay, so out he goes. In goes Cyber Kitty. I am now also at 11 victory points. Oh, it's tense. All right, so at this point in time, we are going to roll the dice for the Kraken. All right, so you got 2 health, a 1, a 2, a 3, and an energy. All right. Keep the 3. Roll the rest. Okay.
And the health.
We're going to keep the health and the 3. And we're rolling the rest. All right, so you have a second 3, a smash, and a 1. And the 2 health you already had. We're just going to re-roll the 1. All right, so we're going to re-roll the last one. All right, so, and you got a second smash. All right, so you did gain 2 health out of that. You're up to 3 health with your 11 victory points. I took 2 damage. I am in the city. I'm going to yield the city. I'm going to step out.
What's your health?
My health is at 2. So I am going to allow the Kraken in. Therefore, he is now up to 12 victory points. And he has no energy cube, so his turn is over. It is now my turn. So I am hoping to do 3 points of damage, or at least to get a bunch of health out of this. We'll see. Alright, so I did 2 smash, 2 health, and I rolled 2 3s as well, which I'm going to re-roll the 3s. I rolled a 3 and a 1. That's not going to do me a whole lot of good. So now I'm going to re-roll one more time. Ooh, I got a 3rd smash. That's the game. That's 3 health on Ian. Defeated. So the Kraken is out of the city. Cyber Kitty is in the city. Cyber Kitty wins. That was a really close game. I thank you all for being here. I assure everyone that it was not rigged. I had an accountant here watching the entire time. He made sure everything was fair. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all for helping everybody that was, playing the game and help me behind the scenes. Thank you, John. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Ian, for everything that you've done. Thank you, Nick, for showing up. Thanks for everybody who's been in the store for support. I really can't tell you guys how much I appreciate everything you've been doing for us. I hope everyone has a good night, and we'll try to see you tomorrow.